At the chair of the Zoning Hearing Board. To my far right is Candace Walther, who's the stenographer. Further in to her left is Kara Sheridan, who's a member of the board, a secretary rather. To my immediate right is Lauren Anderson, who is the vice chair. To my left is Ashley Pukowski, who's solicitor or attorney for the Zoning Hearing Board. And to my far left is Liz Ross, who's the zoning director. And I think you've already met Mr. King, Jack King, who's manager of the township. Anyone who plans to present a variance request, an appeal, or provide testimony, if you'd please stand and Candace will swear you in.
Please raise your right hands. Each of you do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Thank you. Our first new business, we have no old business, is application number 2022-0004. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, let's jump back for 1 second, and that is review and approval of the minutes from January 17th, 2022. Is there a motion for approval?
I motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And we'll move to new business, application 20022-0004, the Amicello Construction Group, which is located at 329 First Street in Lawrence, Pennsylvania. And basically, the request is for a variance to construct an aluminum ramp for wheelchair access within the required front yard setback. The code, which is 1203, which is applicable, is that it should not be over 16 inches above grade level and not exceed 6 feet in projection. What we have in the variance request is 24 inches above the ground level and 21 feet in projection. If the presenters for that variance request would come forward, please. And if you would be so kind as to identify yourself by name and address. And Liz or Jack will help you set up.
Thank you. My name is Michael Feeney. I'm the construction manager for Amicello.
And I'm Kyle Wozleski. I'm home adaptation supervisor for Amicello.
Okay.
What we are looking at doing is we're looking at taking the right from the steps to install a aluminum modular ramping system from there to the parking lot for the individual that's in a wheelchair. It will be removable. So we're looking at just installing it. If they would move or leave at any time, it could be removed. So I don't know if you have any questions.
And I think in your presentation you identified the various 5 information requests pertinent to variance requests, but apparently the best course of action would be to take the resident out the front of the home to where she can be transported by vehicle or car.
Correct, sir. Correct.
And just a real quick question about the removal. So how does that work? Are you like under contract with her that if she wants it removed, or she has to pay for it to be removed and from the property?
We would cover the installation, but if they down the road, if she wanted it removed, they would have to pay for that.
Okay, but it's something that's not like a difficult process. It's
Very
relatively
easy.
straightforward. Okay.
It's all self-tappers. Very, very easy to remove.
Okay, thank you.
Other questions? And we appreciate the detail that you provided us. It didn't list where you buy the screws and bolts in here, but otherwise everything else is listed in great detail, so a lot of graphics in that. But I agree with Kara's question. I think the sensitivity is as long as that resident's there, it's fine, but if a new person would acquire the property, it would probably not be needed. In fact, be a bit of a concern to any new acquisition. Any other questions? I'd entertain a motion.
Motion to approve.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, and want to give a little detail to it so that way we have qualifications, and that is, I assume your motion would be that we grant a dimensional variance to section 1203 of the UDO, which permits encroachment of unenclosed, uncovered steps, entrance platforms, terraces, stoops, or landings not over 36 inches above grade level and not exceeding 6 feet in projection so the applicant can install the ramp that projects approximately 21 feet into the front yard as depicted in the application and testified to at the hearing. We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. And carries unanimously. Good luck with the construction.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good evening. Our second application is number 2022-0005. Amanda Harchak. It's located at 111 Ariel Drive, Canonsburg, Pennsylvania. Applicant seeking an 8-foot dimensional variance to construct a patio roof structure within the required side yard setback. A minimum side yard setback is required of 10 feet according to Section 903E. The proposed roof structure is a setback approximately 2 feet from the side property line. Again, if you would please identify yourself by name and address.
Good evening, my name is Amanda Harcha, and we reside at 111 Ariel Drive, Canonsburg.
Corey Harcha, 111 Arrow Drive.
Yeah, I got it, if you can hear me. So we're requesting to be able to put a roof over a patio. Our yard comes out slightly and then goes down over a hill. It doesn't give us much area to put anything in besides going off to the side to be next to the house. And so it would just be the roof structure. The patio is level with the ground. So we'd like to have it covered so that we could use it, more year round. And we're working with a contractor who provided us the drawings and whatnot. And we also have signatures from our neighbors that on either side that they're okay with us putting the addition on.
I don't think those got included, did they?
I had to dig them out.
Yeah.
I do have them here.
Yeah, if you could provide Liz those, that would be much appreciated.
Sorry about that. I was going to email it over and then I had to dig it out of my file.
Yeah, neighbors' sensitivities, feelings, concerns are much appreciated, so we'd like to incorporate that into the application if you don't mind.
Yeah, we had to get everything approved through our HOA, so that's the signature that they did for the HOA approvals. And I found our HOA approval note as well. There wouldn't be any, shrubbery or landscaping taken out. It's just, we put a roof over the patio.
And as you say, it looks like it's somewhat pie-shaped, the lot, and so you're really forced to put it in the back there, obviously close enough to the house, but not so far back where you have the greatest amount of room.
Exactly, so that's the other thing, thank you. The yard gets wider as it goes down, so it's narrower at the top. So it's just the top section that would be an issue in the variance.
And on the HOA review sheet, it says location of alteration, front's not marked, side's not marked, other's not marked, but rear is marked.
Yeah, it's in the back of my house.
Like the rear.
It's like the back, like side to my house. I don't know, I called it the back.
Show the survey.
Okay, sorry. So this is the house here. And so it's sort of like on the back side of the house. So this is the back.
It would be the right rear corner of the house if you're looking at the house from the front.
Okay.
So it would be behind the house, like right next to it.
Okay.
We have a bump out, so it goes across from the house. I called that, I called it the rear.
So when you reviewed it with the HOA, did they review the survey?
Yes, I sent them this material.
Any questions?
Only other thing, so the full area of the patio back there is already there, correct? Like on the ground part, or you're just covering it, or?
No, the patio is gonna be added, but the roof is what the variance is for, is my understanding.
We're gonna get the variance and the building permit so they could start. The contractor came down here, talked to the big U initially, said that we need a variance for the 2 foot, so that we were trying to get everything done at once, so that
For the
way
roof.
they can start building and start putting it all together all at one time.
Just to clarify from a zoning perspective, the patio is not subject to the setback requirements. So the patio is able to be installed all the way up to the property line. It's the roof structure that's subject to the side setback. So to cover the patio as all one piece with their deck back there, they're covering the deck and the patio. And to cover that patio is what then requires that
And normally would be
variance.
10 feet from the property line, but they're requesting 8-foot variance to 2 feet.
Correct, because the patio is permitted to be there. Okay.
The roof structure that's being constructed, is it going to control stormwater from sheeting off into the neighbor's yard then?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It wouldn't go anywhere near their yard. And it will have drains that come down, and we actually have drains built into our yard that take it, like from our house. They would
The
connect
yard drains?
Yeah.
Yeah, they go down, because when our hill, like the top of our hill is only like a little bit flat. I don't know exactly how wide it is. It's not very wide, but then it drops straight down, and then it kind of somewhat levels out at the bottom, but
So-
so the water comes down into the hill and then out down.
We already have yard drains installed, and so it would go into that, where it goes from the house.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the committee, as Lauren alludes to, has an angst with when you request it right on the property line. This is 2 feet in from that, because if it's right on the property line, then you could get water runoff. You always, for whatever repairs, maintenance, going to be on the neighbor's property, and it's just, as you can appreciate, kind of a no-no. But as you're saying, this is a 2 feet setback.
Correct.
Other questions? Is there anyone else who has testimony? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, please. And if you would identify yourself by name and address, it'd be appreciated.
My name is Art Martin. I'm on the board of the Homeowners Association. I just want to make sure that these folks understand that they have to submit an application to the Homeowners Association and have it approved before they go ahead and do anything. And secondly, they need to get an okay from both of their neighbors on either side.
We have that.
We did all that already.
I've never seen it.
May I share this with you, sir?
May I?
Yes, sir.
Unfortunately, RJ Community Management is no longer the management company for the Homeowners Association of Pristine Fields. This is dated August of 2021.
You just switched it last month.
Well, I'm looking at a date of
I
August.
understand, but you just switched it last month. I mean, you can't hold us to that. That's your guys' decision to change management company, not ours.
It's the same board that does the approval.
And you have an approval from the board?
Yes, that's from the board.
Who was your contact, if I may ask?
Bob Gillenberger, correct?
Yeah, he was a part of the management company that took it to the board for approval,
Okay,
and the board has to approve it, that's the process.
okay.
You submit it to the homeowners association, who takes it to the board does the approval, and then he sends it back to us.
I may be mistaken, but I don't see anything here about a roof.
There is about a roof on this.
Update existing wood patio, expand current 10 by 12 patio, remove old wood patio and replace with new Trex or TimberTech patio. I'm not saying it's not going to be approved. All I'm saying is, this doesn't say that you're putting a roof on it.
And I think what you brought to our attention is, regardless of whatever decision we make pertinent to the variance request,
Correct.
separate and distinct, and a totally different body is the homeowners association.
Now I've seen, one of the reasons we no longer use RJ, and this is a typical example,
Okay,
okay, of not getting any conversation back and forth, and this is a little embarrassing. There is a roof and it's approved, and therefore I withdraw my comments.
And just to be clear, sir, so that the record is clear, there's no opposition from the HOA at this time?
Regardless, it's already been approved.
Okay,
So
okay.
it's a dead issue as far as I'm concerned, and it's rather embarrassing, but as I said, that's why RJ management is no longer the management company.
Okay,
This is just another example of what we've had to put up with.
okay. I'm sorry you were put in that situation. It's unfortunate, but I guess a lack of communication, Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Any other questions? I'd entertain a motion.
I motion to approve with the following language, to grant a 8-foot dimensional variance to the 10-foot side yard setback requirement so that the applicant can build the patio roof structure within the required side yard setback as depicted in the application and testified to at the hearing.
Is there a second?
I'll second that motion.
All those in favor? Aye. Carries unanimously. Good luck with your construction.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
You have a great night.
You too. Our third and final application is number 2022-006. Katie Ross, which is not a variance request, but an appeal of the zoning officer determination. This is located at 287 Muse Bishop Road, Canonsburg, Pennsylvania. It's an appeal of the zoning officer's determination regarding proposed use pertinent to operating out of the detached garage in addition to the dwelling unit. And the zoning officer's position is that if the business can operate completely within the house without using the detached garage, they will comply with the ordinance. If you'll identify yourself by name and address, please.
Hi, my name is Katie Rosa, and my home address right now is 349 Cecil Henderson Road. The proposed address is at 287 Muse Bishop Road.
I am Jose Rosa.
This is my husband, Jose Rosa.
Jose Rosa, same thing, 287 Muse Bishop Road.
Oh, okay. And I think as far as standing, you haven't purchased the additional property at this point, but you do have a purchase agreement.
That's correct.
And so consequently, you do have standing specific to the appeal.
That's correct.
Would you like to walk us through the issues from your perspective, please?
Yes, so we are the owners of Everest Eats. We're a meal delivery service company. We offer plant-based meals and local partner products. We are 100% family-owned and operated. We do the cooking, and my husband, and my mom does all of our baking for desserts, and my dad does all of our breads. We're very passionate about bringing health to the community. At the new space, we would like to incorporate cooking classes, and we would like to do nutrition courses and also taste testings. Majority of our customers today are busy parents, cancer patients, people seeking health, and the working class. We're currently operating out of the Bella Sera kitchen for the last 1.5 years, where we've had a chance to grow our business. We're now seeking to occupy the space at 287 Muse Bishop Road to continue our growth. Majority of our business will be conducted in the dwelling unit. However, today we're seeking permission to conduct some of our business matters out of the detached garage.
And type of thing that would potentially go on in the garage as opposed to the dwelling, the house?
So the dwelling of the house will be mostly administrative, storage, cooking classes, all of the administrative duties, whereas the garage is where we would seek to build a commercial kitchen into. We don't want to have to do the commercial kitchen in the dwelling, as our kids will be upstairs in the house, and just for safety concerns, we would like to be able to do just the cooking, which we do 2 days out of the week, and the rest of the days we are doing all marketing. We wear every hat within the business. We're still small.
And we're full-time parents.
And we're full-time parents.
And I assume it would require a somewhat large kitchen, larger than a residential kitchen, probably.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay, probably with commercial grade appliances and features.
That's
All-
correct.
All
So.
approved by the Department of Agriculture.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So as far as cooking equipment goes, we are only seeking to put ovens and stoves. And other than that, we don't cook with any grease or anything, any animal products whatsoever. So we've been in contact with the code guy, and,
Yeah.
you know, it seems to be a pretty straightforward kitchen.
Would there be any cooking or meal preparation in the dwelling, in the house?
In the dwelling, we would like to be able to do the like packaging of the food and actually put it into the meal delivery bags. So really, it's just the cooking portion that we would like to use the detached garage for.
Okay. Questions?
Are any of your neighbors supportive of this? Have they offered written support of the use and the operation that you have in the business that
You know what, we haven't seeked out for that. The one neighbor is the Muse Italian Club, so they also do food preparation. And we haven't seeked the permission of the neighbors.
So regarding the potential cooking classes and nutrition classes, do you have already thoughts for what the parking situation would be there? Because I drove over there, it's kind of like there's some spots in front of the garage, the detached garage, and then maybe a little bit of a lane. But I'm assuming, but you just tell me what your thoughts are about the parking.
You know what I plan to do for the cooking classes and nutrition courses, I think smaller is better. It's way better for me too as a chef and being able to teach. I want to keep it more intimate, but as far as parking goes, I would say we would probably do more like the parking down towards like the garage part.
Mm-hmm. And can you talk about, so you say you cook in there 2 days a week, but what would be like the traffic that we would expect to happen, to and from the location?
Right, so Tuesday is the only day that our food actually goes out on delivery. And so our drivers come at staggered times in the afternoon. Our drivers all just use their personal vehicles. There's no large trucks of any kind. And so that's really the only traffic because it's just my husband and I that do all of the cooking. So there's no additional traffic coming in
So
and
like
out.
a handful of delivery drivers coming for pickups on Tuesdays, basically is what you're saying?
Yeah, staggered times between our first driver comes at 12:30 and the last driver comes at 3:30. So just staggered like every half hour a driver coming.
Okay, very good.
And explain to me what is going to happen in the other building, the garage area?
In the dwelling, you mean?
Yeah, the other building, not where you all are living, but the other
Oh,
building.
okay, the detached garage, that would be where we would be preparing the meals. So actually, chopping the vegetables, cooking them, preparing just the food.
I'm trying to get a sense of, we have two options, as you can appreciate, either to deny the appeal or to grant the appeal. If we did not grant it, would there still be the option to use Belisara's kitchen? It sounds like you need a fairly large kitchen, and your dwelling, your home kitchen would not be adequate for such.
That's right. So at Belisara, we're basically just kind of on a lease extension right now.
Okay.
And so eventually, they're gonna need their space back. And yeah, it's been incredibly difficult to find commercial kitchen space for whatever reason, post-pandemic. And so this was kind of like last resort.
Okay.
And this is our sole source of income as well. We started this, and we got laid off from the oil and gas industry 2 years ago, and just decided to go for it. So this is our sole source of income.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, and restaurants have been under the gun with the pandemic, and Jackson's, which had some fire and smoke damage, as you know, they're really delayed right now because it's just hard to get kitchen appliances, to get the fixtures and things. And so what should have been open in the winter isn't going to be open till late spring, maybe even midsummer, and it's just difficult, as you can appreciate, as you well know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Liz, can I just ask you a quick question? If they were not habitating, this is a C3 district, so if they were not living in the home, this would not be an issue, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and the only reason that it's an issue is because they're living in the home and that garage is not attached.
Correct.
If that garage was attached to the house, like just happened to be attached in some way, this wouldn't be something they would need variance for. Okay.
Correct.
Thank you.
Any other questions? I'd entertain a motion.
Did you want to present any? I was asking her if she wanted to present any evidence.
Yeah, I actually, I'd be interested in
I don't really have anything to present other than what Kara and I talked through. The township is not opposed to the proposed use here. It's just because of the definitions, we wanted to bring it before the board, you know, offer you guys a chance to see any conditions or adjacent property owners to speak in favor or opposition to the proposed use. But yes, really, it's just because the garage isn't attached.
And maybe, is there anybody in the audience that?
Yes, is there anyone in the audience that has comment or testimony specific to this appeal? If not,
You have somebody over there, Joseph.
oh, I'm sorry. Yes, sir. Would you please come forward, name and address, please?
Okay. My name is Nick Moramus, and I have the property exactly across the street from them. Okay, my address is 287 Muse Bishop Road. And I see no problem with these people.
Okay, we appreciate that. Neighbors' sensitivity and concerns, as I mentioned before, is very important to us, so.
Well, the gentleman lives next door, is to the right, which is right across the street from the club.
Uh-huh.
I don't believe he would have any objections to this. We're looking forward to see somebody move in there, okay? And then the other people on the other side, I think if they was interested, they'd have been here. You know, there's only one other neighbor, and like I say, if they were interested, I'm sure they'd have been here.
Okay,
Okay, so good luck.
thank you. We appreciate your input. Entertain a motion?
I'll make a motion that we grant the appeal and reverse the determination of the zoning officer.
Is there a second to that?
I second.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Approves unanimously. Good luck to you.
Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it.
If there's nothing else to come before the zoning hearing board this evening, I'd entertain a motion for adjournment.
I'll make that motion.
Second it.
All in favor? Aye.
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 Thank you. Do we want to appoint Ashley as the permanent counsel?
Yep, I'll make a motion.
Yeah, it just seems Chris is so